Hello, everyone, and welcome to MR English Pro. I am Mary, and today we are going to dive into a very useful grammar topic that helps you sound confident when you talk about the future.
Hi, listeners. I'm John. Together with Mary, we will explore how to use will and going to for talking about the future. This lesson will not only explain the rules, but also give you practical examples, so stay with us until the end.
Let's start with the basics. In English, when we want to talk about the future, the two most common structures are will and going to.
Exactly. For example, I can say, I will call you tomorrow, or I am going to call you tomorrow. Both are correct, but the meaning can change slightly, depending on the situation.
Now let's understand the difference. Will is often used when we make a decision at the moment of speaking. For instance, imagine your phone rings and you say, I will answer it. You decided right now.
On the other hand, going to is used when you already have a plan or intention before the moment of speaking. For example, I am going to visit my grandmother this weekend. You had this plan earlier.
That's a very important distinction. Let's give a few more examples so everyone can follow clearly.
Sure. If I say, look at those dark clouds, it's going to rain. Here, I'm predicting the future based on evidence I see now.
Yes. Well, if I say, don't worry, I will help you with your homework, I am making a decision at the moment to help.
Great. Now, learners often ask, can I use both in all situations? The answer is no. It depends on context.
For instance, I will marry him someday expresses a promise or decision. But if you say, I am going to marry him next month, it sounds like a fixed plan.
Excellent point. Let's make this more interactive with a quick practice. Listeners, repeat after me. I will start exercising tomorrow.
And now with going to, I am going to start exercising tomorrow. Notice the difference? The first sounds like a fresh decision, while the second shows you already had this idea.
Exactly. Now, let's also remember that going to is very common in spoken English when we talk about future plans. For example, I am going to meet my friend after work.
Yes, and in contrast, will is often used when we make promises, offers, or quick decisions, like, I will always support you, or I will get the door.
Now, let's connect this to real life. Imagine you are talking in a job interview. If the interviewer asks, what are your plans for the future? You might say, I am going to improve my skills by taking courses.
But if you want to show determination, you could say, I will work hard to achieve success. Both are correct, but the impression is slightly different.
That's right. Using the correct future tense can actually change how confident and professional you sound.
Very true. And that's why at MR English Pro, we always encourage learners to practice both forms until they come naturally.
Let's move on to predictions. We often use will when we predict the future without evidence. For example, one day, humans will live on Mars.
But when we have evidence, we usually use going to. For example, look at that boy running so fast, he's going to win the race.
Great example. Let's give our listeners a mini challenge. Mary, I will say a situation, and you tell me whether to use will or going to. Ready?
Ready.
Situation 1. The phone is ringing and nobody is answering.
Answer, I will get it, because it's a sudden decision.
Correct. Situation 2. You bought a ticket for a flight tomorrow.
Answer, I am going to travel tomorrow, because it's a plan already decided.
Perfect.
Now, listeners, you can also practice like this with your friends. Give each other situations and decide which future form to use. It's a fun way to remember.
Yes, practice is the key. And remember, making mistakes is normal. The important part is to keep speaking.
Now, let's add another dimension. Sometimes going to and will can both be correct, but with different meanings. For example, I will study medicine shows determination. I am going to study medicine shows you already planned it.
That's a subtle but important difference. It shows how grammar is not only about rules, but also about expressing your intention and attitude.
Let's bring dreams and ambitions into this. John, what is your dream for the future?
Well, I will become a fluent speaker of 5 languages. That's my strong decision. And I am going to start Spanish classes next month, which is my plan.
Excellent. For me, I will continue teaching English because it's my passion, and I am going to launch a new online course next year.
See how naturally we can use both forms in everyday life?
Yes, and that's what we want our listeners to practice.
Before we close, let's give our learners a simple formula. Use will for quick decisions, promises, offers, and predictions without evidence.
And use going to for future plans, intentions, and predictions with present evidence.
Exactly. With this rule, you will already sound more natural in English conversations.
And if you keep practicing with real examples, you are going to master this tense very quickly.
Now, let's wrap up today's session.
Thank you all for joining us here at MR English Pro. We hope this lesson about will and going to has been useful and clear.
Don't forget to practice every day. Make your own sentences, record yourself, and compare.
Yes, and if you stay consistent, you will see great improvement in your fluency.
Remember, the future is not written yet. You are going to write it.
Exactly. Until next time, this is MR English Pro signing off. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye and take care also. Please like and subscribe for stay up to date.